Here's something nobody talks about. Your brain hasn't changed in 300,000 years, not even a little. The same brain that was scanning the savannah for lions, listening for snapping twigs, conserving every drop of energy, is the same brain trying to process 27 browser tabs, a text notification, a TikTok video, a Slack message, and whatever's on the TV in the background, all at the same time, right now. And it is absolutely not coping. We love to act like this is a willpower problem, like if you just tried harder, you could focus. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain is running on a fixed energy budget. It's called ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and it is the fuel that powers every single cell in your body. There is no upgrade. There is no premium tier. No amount of green juice, meditation apps, or Sudoku puzzles can expand that budget. You get what you get. And the kicker? Just thinking burns through it fast. You've sat through a 3-hour exam before, right? You didn't lift anything, you didn't run anywhere, and yet you walked out completely exhausted. That's your brain, nearly out of fuel from thinking. Now imagine that same brain, same fixed budget, trying to scroll Instagram while half watching Netflix, while half reading a text. You're not multitasking, you're just burning through your tank faster and spending most of it on nothing. Here's where it gets really interesting. Your brain has something called working memory. Think of it like a mental whiteboard. It's where you hold the stuff you're currently dealing with. A phone number, a train of thought, the point of the sentence you started 3 clauses ago. The problem? The whiteboard is tiny, laughably tiny. Richard Seidowich, a professor of neurology at George Washington University, puts it bluntly. Listening to one person speak uses up about half your available bandwidth. Try to listen to 2 people at once, and you've already exceeded it. You can't do it. Not because you're lazy, because the math doesn't work. And this is where the screens come in swinging. When you're scrolling, even just casually swiping, your brain is still processing. It's still spending resources. It's still evaluating, filtering, deciding. And because the bandwidth is so narrow, there's almost nothing left for actual thought. The Oscar debacle in 2017 is a perfect example. The accountant responsible for handing over the correct envelope at the exact moment he should have been focused was on his phone, tweeting. He flooded his working memory, and they announced the wrong best picture on live television in front of the world. That's not a cautionary tale. That's just a really expensive, very public version of what all of us are doing every single day. You've heard the word dopamine thrown around everywhere. Dopamine hit, dopamine rush. But here's what most people get wrong. It's not really about pleasure, it's about wanting. There are actually 2 separate pleasure circuits in the brain. One is the wanting and reward system. It's wired widely across the whole brain, easy to trigger and completely impossible to satisfy. You get something you wanted and immediately you want something else. Aristotle figured this out without fMRI machines or smartphones. He called it the hedonic treadmill. You run and you stay exactly where you are. The other system, the one tied to genuine, deep pleasure, is much smaller, harder to activate, and actually can be satisfied. It's the one that lights up after a long hike or a great conversation or finishing something you're proud of. Guess which one your phone is designed to trigger? Slot machines don't pay out every time. They pay out sometimes, unpredictably, just enough to keep you pulling the lever. Scroll, 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 nothing, nothing. Oh, interesting thing, and you keep going. Reed Hastings, the founder of Netflix, once said their biggest competitor wasn't Amazon Prime or Hulu, it was sleep. That's the mindset that built the thing you're watching before bed every night. So what do you do about it? The honest answer is that turning the phone off is the most effective thing. It's also the thing almost nobody will do, partly because we've been so thoroughly conditioned that even the absence of our phone raises our anxiety. Researchers have a word for it, nomophobia, the fear of being without your phone. And it's not a personality flaw, it's the intended outcome of a system designed by some of the smartest engineers in the world. But here's something small and real that actually works. The Dutch practice called niksen. It literally means doing nothing. Not meditating, not journaling, not optimizing your wellness routine. Just looking out the window, watching branches move, listening to something outside. 3 minutes, that's enough to interrupt the noise, lower your baseline arousal, and let your brain reset. And sleep, genuinely, boringly sleep. While you're asleep, your brain is consolidating memory, clearing out metabolic waste products, and processing emotion. Skipping it doesn't just make you tired. It's the cognitive equivalent of a blood alcohol level of 0.08. You are functionally impaired. Here's the thing. None of this means screens are evil or technology is the enemy. It means your brain, a 300,000-year-old piece of biological hardware, is operating inside a world it was never designed for. And the mismatch is real, and it is costing you. The question is just whether you're going to keep pretending it isn't. If this made you think or made you want to put your phone down for 5 minutes, subscribe. More like this every week.